Our rules are simple, but the challenge is great. All dinos will be explored in this challenge, but only reasonable underdogs voted on by the community will be considered for grading. Equipped with primitive saddles, our 19 contenders will be backed by the commanding presence of a loyal Uranus providing that extra boost. Compared to the island bosses, the Manticore is cake, so the herbivores in this challenge won't be getting their own cakes to help with healing. All competitors will be going into battle with 40 base points in all their stats, no mutations, and 40 experience levels split evenly between health and melee. Competitors are required to fight the Manticore on all difficulties, starting with Gamma, then Beta, finishing with Alpha. Their success will be annotated on this scorecard with a pass-or-fail system. Clearing the Manticore on all difficulties earns them a gold boom medal. Silver is awarded for clearing Beta, bronze is for clearing Gamma, and a chunk of shit is for shit. Now let's introduce our competitor and see if they have what it takes. Argentavis. This classic workhorse needs no introduction. The Argentavis is often one of the most sought-after tames in the early game due to its ability to support farming operations and to pick up other creatures. It's an extremely useful tame to have and even has a healing effect applied when devouring corpses. The Argentavis isn't a very fast flyer, but it makes up for it with lots of stamina. After applying experience levels, the Underburbs wind up with 8,731 health and 656% melee. Now let's see if they have what it takes. The green portal is up and the Underburb soars into the Gamma Manticore arena. Now, the Gamma Manticore can be tricky with its torpor-inducing attacks and the high speed at later stages, but the addition of Commander Utes and his torpor-draining Courage Roar gives the Underburbs a big edge. Using high-flying maneuvers, it dodges the poison attacks and weaves around the Manticore's swooping strikes. Okay, not really. The Underburb is slow shit. I was trying to think of a benefit of them moving slow, and there really isn't one, except in order for the Manticore to hit the RGs, then he has to be close enough for them to hit him back. That's about it as far as that goes. With some well-timed talon swipes, the Underburbs steadily chip away at the Gamma Manticore's health, and before long, our fearless feathered fighters down the Manticore, earning a solid pass and victory over the Gamma stage. Blue portal time means beta time, and the Beta Manticore is up next. The Underburbs come out relatively unscathed after the Gamma round, so I was mildly confident coming into this fight. I just can't quite get over the low damage and the slow movement speed, but it's back to the skies and with the Beta Manticore in their face whether they like it or not. If you notice while fighting the Manticore, his damage resistance increases with each stage, and kind of counteracts the low health pool that he has. I still think it needs to be a little higher, or maybe a lot higher, because this dude's health is going down pretty quickly for someone taking burb nibbles. It's a true endurance test here, as the Underburb flies faster than a speeding turtle, and fortunately, the timer doesn't seem to be a threat, with the Underburbs getting the Manticore down to a fraction of his health with more than half the timer on the clock still. I kinda wish that there were more minions to fight in this. I think the Argentavis could take advantage of the dead bodies and get a little bit of healing. But either way, the Beta Manticore goes down, leaving the Underburb victorious yet again with a nice juicy pass on the board. Deep in the desert where the dust storms churn flies the Argentavis with fiery eyes that burn. Underburb is the name, so fierce and sly. They spot the Manticore roosting, so they swoop from the sky. Sitting on his perch all veiny and long stands the Alpha Manticore, Manny Sling's dong. His razor-sharp claws, his sharp tail and fat hog, good God almighty, it's like an oak log. I can't help but notice that his girth clouds my view. He screams, I fucked Mama Broods and I'll fuck you too. I said, hold up, pause, Manny, you has-been kitten. If you tangled with broods, then you must be once bitten. Twice shy, as they say, you couldn't handle her spadussy. You're nothing but a little scorpion crossed with a pussy. The Underburb squawked and said, what the hell, this is our show, weirdos, throw this guy back in a cell. Commander Utes looked confused at where all this was going, but he's half brain dead and better off not knowing. The Burbs and Manny clash and trade blow for blow. It doesn't take long before Manny takes him out and they fall like snow. The Underburbs put up a good fight, but they just can't handle his tail. After 12 minutes or so, they're all put down and handed a hot, steamy fail. Heading over to the scoreboard, the Burbs are awarded a silver boom medal. Now, the Argentavis can be a decent fighting mount if you mutate the crap out of it, but unfortunately for the parameters set in this series, they're just not good enough. They'll always be a must-have tame though, so don't let this dissuade you. Today is November 11th. It goes by a few names around the globe from the Commonwealth nations: Remembrance Day, Poppy Day, originally named Armistice Day after World War I ended. We call it Veterans Day here in America. November 11th is a time to reflect on the bravery, commitment, and sacrifices of the men and women that have served in the military. From one veteran to another, thank you for your service. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to help this community grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.